So I fell behind on editing my global challenge matches, and honestly, they're not that great. So I think I'm not going to edit the day 2 ones. It's whatever. If you want to check them out, they're on stream. But today I did want to make a separate video about the weirdest team that I saw. It threw me through a loop. So I wanted you to see it as well if you didn't see it while I was streaming it. Everyone always posts, what was their craziest matchup, and it was this. There's gonna be like no sound because it's just a clip of my stream. Let's check it out. So this looks like a playthrough team, but it could be like a serious team here. We got Garganacl, Hydreigon, Dragonite, Annihilate, Skeledirge, and Sizzle. So I go into it and I'm just looking at it. I decide to go Gastrodon and Moongus. Salamence in the back for Intimidate. I don't want to lead Salamence because it might be a Defiant Annihilate. And then we ended off with ting-lu, I think? Yeah, ting-lu. So we get the match started. They go Garganacl, Hydreigon. I got my Moongus. I got my Gastrodon. I'm worried about the Salt Cure here. I'm debating on going Terrifier or Gastrodon, but then I take more damage from Salt Cure, but it doesn't do as much chip. So I start to target down the Garganacl. I realize I can't put it to sleep, so the next bet is to put the Hydreigon to sleep. Ice Fang. Ice Fang is a physical move, which is not something you see commonly on Hydreigon. So that threw me off through a loop. I expected to see Ice Beam more than Ice Fang if I saw any ice move from Hydreigon. But yeah, Ice Fang. Takes a little bit of Rocky Helmet chip. Get the Earth Power, which does great damage. And it just Salt Cures Amoonguss. And they flinch. Now, you can't see it right now, but my record is 13-9. I'm not playing the best. So the flinch there was a little irritating. So at this point, I'm pretty sure I switch Amoonguss out. Go for the Muddy Water. And switch in the ting-lu, because it's going to take the Ice Fang the best. We don't want Salamence taking that. Even though the Intimidate would help, it's still a 4 times super effective move. And there's the Ice Fang. Again, we do the Muddy Water. Doesn't knock out the Garganacl. But we do get an accuracy drop, which is really helpful. And Garganacl uses Dig. Why? Why does it use Dig? Maybe to take a turn where it doesn't have to use Salt Cure or take damage while Salt Cure chip is going off. I don't know, but it uses Dig. So at this point, I don't know what to do with the ting-lu, and I'm worried about like getting frozen. So I just click a Ruination, get some chip damage, yawn the Gastrodon, because I realized I wasn't going to hit the Garganacl. And so it goes to dig into Gastrodon. No big deal. We get our leftovers recovery, and Hydreigon's going to fall asleep next turn. We just Earth Power to get rid of the Garganacl, because it's still like the Salt Cure is still like really annoying. And once again, I'm like, who do I go into with the ting-lu? And there it is. There's the freeze. I don't even know what to say at this point. Now, granted, one of the flaws of my team is that it's super bulky. So most of the time they're hitting like second. So you open yourself up for more crits, you open yourself up for more burns, more freezes, and man, during this global challenge did I get frozen a lot. But we get the frozen ting-lu, the bowl of ice, but we knock out the Garganackle, and I'm like, okay. And hydreigon goes to sleep, so there's not really that much pressure on the field. Getting frozen sucks, but we're able to deal with it. Next up is Skeledirge. I do worry about the Terra Blast on Skeledirge, so I'm sitting here trying to figure out what to do, and I just decide to Terra Fire, Muddy Water, and just double into the Skeledirge, hope for the best. I know that Hydreigon's asleep, so I'm just hoping that I can chip it down while it stays asleep. We Terra Fire the Gastrodon. Gastrodon was really clutch in the GC. I didn't do well, but when I did do well, Gastrodon was one of the reasons why. Hydreigon stays asleep. And the Seed Bomb. So we made a good Terra there. They didn't Terra Grass, but ting-lu stays frozen. And we just start clicking some Muddy Waters. Hydreigon avoids. You know, RNG is not my friend this match. We get the Leftovers recovery. Next up, I do the same thing. I just start clicking Muddy Water. Stomping Tantrum this time. So in that case, if I thaw out, at least it's going to do more damage. So Hydreigon wakes up, unfortunately, uses Ice Fang, does some chip, and then crunch into the Gastrodon. ting-lu still frozen solid. And at this point, I should just switch out the ting-lu because it's actually weakening the Gastrodon. Here it's not too bad because it's also weakening the Skeledirge. Or at least I thought it would. Seed Bomb's a physical move. But at the same time, none of the mons that I have in the back want to switch in and take an Ice Fang. So I'm just kind of clicking away with Gastrodon, hoping to knock it out eventually. We go for the Stone Edge. The Ice Fang once again. And then they Flamethrower. Not Torch Song, Flamethrower. This is awesome though. For those of you who don't know, if you're frozen and you get hit with a fire move, you will thaw out. So they actually helped me out there, thawing out the ting-lu. And we missed the Stone Edge. But we put both of these mons in range where a Muddy Water should seal it up between the two. Maybe not the Hydreigon, maybe if I get ting-lu off the field, but Ice Fang finally knocks out the ting-lu. And Flamethrower. It seems like they doubled into the ting-lu, which I don't know why. It really wasn't that much of a threat. We get an accuracy drop on the Hydreigon. Really good. Skeledirge goes down. They're down to their last two. I'm pretty sure I just bring out a Moongus. And Dragonite. Dragonite's the last one. Fine. I had some bad run-ins with low kick Dragonite. Kind of can clean the team up well from certain positions. So once again, just click Muddy Water. At this point against two flying type Pokemon, it's the only thing I could do. and I spore into the Dragonite. That. That is Quick Claw. Quick Claw. Why? Why is there a Quick Claw? Why? Anyways, Quick Claw activates, and what happens? What are they gonna go for? Are they gonna Ice Fang? We see the Terra here. It's Terra normal Dragonite. Makes sense. Dragonite E-Speeds. Does great damage into the Gastrodon. And it's Fly. So at this point, I've realized this hydreigon is not mixed. It's just pure physical. We chip the Dragonite, hopefully breaking like a multi-scale, and we put it to sleep. There's no Lumberry, and at this point, like, I don't care about the Fly. It's actually good that Dragonite Terra'd because now I can hit it with Earth Power, which that's what I choose to do. Quick Claw activates again, but I switch out into Salamence because, you know, get the Intimidate off, intimidate the Dragonite, intimidate the physical hydreigon, and I'm going to take a Fly a lot better. They fly into the Salamence. We Earth Power. And at this point, I'm just over it. And I think here I choose to get rid of the hydreigon because hydreigon's a problem for the Gastrodon because there's really no good way to hit it. We get the Muddy Water. And from this point, we can just double protect and get enough to like heal the Gastrodon. I switch out into a Mungus so I can get some Rage Powder support because Gastrodon's going to lock it in. And they extreme speed again. It seems like they might be choiced. The first one did do a lot of damage, so I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, at this point, I just start rotating and I put the Dragonite back to sleep. And we see the Ice Beam. We see the Ice Beam on Dragonite. Dragonite's usually physical in Scarlet and Violet, especially with extreme speed. And then we see that it's not Choice Band. But Dragonite goes for Ice Beam. And at this point, Dragonite's asleep. And we're good. But yeah, that was the weirdest match I came up across in the Global Challenge number 2. Granted, I needed the win because I wasn't doing great at that moment. But I didn't need the stress of all the randomness. Like sometimes when you are going against a weird team, that could be just as like tilting as like doing bad against a good team, because you don't know what to expect. You don't know what to deal with. That's my rating at the time. Terrible. I didn't get much higher. But yeah, that's gonna be all. Let me know what your weirdest team you went up against in the global challenge, either one of them. Let me know in the comments down below. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's gonna be all for today. Hope you have a great day. Till next time, I'm Zach, and we'll see everyone later.